How we doing, everybody? Hope you're all well. Today we're going to give you some final thoughts on UFC 314, which goes down tonight. The press conference was wild. Max Holloway came out and made a pick in the main event.
I think Volk recapture.
There's no surprises on that one. We had Colby Covington come out talking crazy shit about Alexander Volkanovski for some reason.
And I think Volk's just coming back for a paycheck.
I don't know why. And Caio Borralho is talking a lot of shit about Narssine Imavov. So first of all, the press conference. The press conference, for the most part, it was kind of a cordial affair, but there was some big moments. Of course, Yair Rodriguez and Diego Lopez, they don't like each other. They were pointing the fingers. Security had to separate them. They were screaming their heads off. They were speaking Spanish, Portuguese. They were going full Mexican on this, okay? And it was very entertaining. The people in attendance absolutely loved it. I think this all started because Yair Rodriguez said that Diego Lopez doesn't really represent Mexico. I'm sure Diego Lopez got pissed off about that. I think that's what was at the root of all this. But then, of course, we had some other stuff. We had some wild accusations about people beating up sparring partners and beating up girls and all kinds of stuff. I don't know what was said, okay? There was a lot of Spanish being spoken, or Portuguese. I'm not sure which one it was. It was Spanish, very, very fast with one interpreter, so it was very hard to keep up with it. I've just read online something about someone getting beaten up and jumped and all the rest of it. Regardless, both men are fired up and they're on a collision course to fight one another. Simple as that. If Diego Lopez wins and Yair Rodriguez wins, that's the next fight we're going to see. Yair Rodriguez fighting for the belt. If Diego Lopez loses and Yair Rodriguez loses, okay, that's the next fight that we're going to see as well. And the only way that this fight doesn't happen is if Diego Lopez wins and Yair loses, okay? If Yair loses, he's not going to get a shot coming off a loss. Simple as that. So 3 ways out of 4, that fight's happening next. Also, of course, we have Bryce Mitchell delivering some classic lines once again, saying that he's going to get brain damage. He's like, brother, I was born with brain damage. I already got brain damage, okay?
John Silva said you might have to retire this weekend due to brain damage you'll take in this fight.
I was born with brain damage, brother. I'll be all right.
Ha! You got to love Bryce Mitchell, okay? One thing he is authentic. Simple as that. And he's put down a few dogs in his day, and the last thing a dog does before it dies, it squeals, brother.
I put a lot of dogs down in my day. They kill my animals. They come to harm me and my family, and they come barking. You know what they all got in common? They squeal right before they die.
Talking about John Silva, trying to get the whole crowd to give it all that, and it didn't really pan out. It didn't. No one really joined in, and it was a little bit embarrassing, but whatever. John Silva's great. He made weight this morning as well. Almost missed weight at the weigh-ins. Came in at 147, came back an hour later, made it at 146, crawled under the towel, came out like a demon, like Bryce says that he is. And you know what? Everyone made weight because it's a pay-per-view, because the level of professionalism is at the next level. All these fighters that are missing weight recently, get a grip, okay? This is your job. You can't guarantee you're going to win a fight, but you've only got 2 obligations that you must uphold. You turn up on weight and in shape. Pisses me off when people don't make weight, and it pisses me off when people are tired after 1 round. You're a professional fighter. Get your shit together. Now, at the press conference, Alexander Volkanovski was a class act. Of course he was. And so was Diego Lopez, other than the with Yair Rodriguez, okay? Volkanovski, as always, was an absolute class act. There's never any controversy with him, far from it. So I'm not sure why Colby Covington is talking mad shit about him. There's a video of Colby Covington. He's talking about Volkanovski, says that he thinks he's going to lose, that he's already set his legacy, that he's only showing up for a payday, and that the man wants another child because he wants a son, because he's got 3 daughters, he's got another one on the way, he's got a lot of mouths to feed, he's here fighting for the wrong reasons.
I'm going to have to go with the emo haircut looking dude, Lopez. I think he's younger, he's hungrier.
I disagree with all of that. I think Volkanovski, yes, he's made plenty of money, and yes, he has the opportunity to make a lot more money as well. But Volkanovski is a true fighter. He's showing up because he wants to be champion of the world again. He's showing up because he doesn't want to end his career on losing 3 out of 4, and because he feels that he's still got the goods, and he has still got the goods. Look at how he beat Yair Rodriguez, stopped him at UFC 290. Granted, that was almost 2 years ago, and he has lost his last last 2 in a row.
5 minutes later.
And I'm repeating myself from other videos, so we will move on. But Volkanovski's fighting because he's here to win. I'm not sure what Colby Covington's doing. He's just talking shit for the sake of talking shit. Maybe he's just being Colby Covington. Maybe he's trying to sell whatever product he was trying to talk about in that video, the betting website or whatever it was, just trying to get clicks, trying to get views. Sometimes that's going to backfire. Sometimes that's going to bite you in the ass. Volkanovski is a class act. Everybody loves this guy. Leave Volk alone.
It's ridiculous.
What'd you say, little fighter boy?
Look, I don't need to fight Volkanovski's battles. He's more than capable of doing that himself, especially when it comes to Colby Covington. And what else did we have? Oh, that's right, Caio Borralho. Caio Borralho, one of the top contenders in the UFC, 17-1, undefeated in the UFC, technically sound in all areas, and the man wants to fight for the belt. He wants a #1 contender matchup. And the logical person would be Narssine Imavov, who just knocked out Israel Adesanya in Saudi Arabia. Well, he's been talking about this, and he is going off on Narssine Imavov. He said, and this is from a tweet, imagine the conversation. UFC, hey, do you want to fight Caio for the #1 contender? French pussy, his words, not mine. Oh no, I don't want to fight him. He is too good. UFC, if you don't fight, he's next in line. French pussy. Okay, well, I won't fight. Pussy, pussy. There's a video out there. He's very annoyed. He's very angry. He's making headlines. And I'll tell you what, I like this version of Caio Borralho, okay? Caio Borralho, as I said, 17-1, undefeated in the UFC. The team captain, one of the coaches at the Fighting Nerds, one of the hottest teams in all of mixed martial arts right now. And he's right there at the tip of the iceberg. And the only thing that's missing potentially, if there was something, is that he's too much of a nice guy. No, of course, you don't have to be a dickhead to have a successful career in mixed martial arts. One of the biggest stars that the sport ever saw was George St. Pierre, okay? And that man is a class act.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
But of course, if you're Caio and you want to fight Imavov and you want to get that #1 contender shot and you want to be the champion of the world and the guy won't fight you, that is going to piss you off. And what's the best way of making that fight? Call him out, put him in his place, create a bit of controversy, force Narssine Imavov to take the fight. Now, of course, there's always two sides to every story. We're only getting Caio's side right now, but Caio's side of it is very entertaining, and I'm sure Imavov is going to respond at some point. But anyway, tonight I'll be doing a live for UFC 314. I'll be answering your questions, giving commentary, giving my thoughts on the fights and all the situations going on in mixed martial arts, so tune in for that one. And I'm off to the gym. I am not choosing to sit here in a tank top. No, I'm waiting for the missus to get ready. I think she's ready now. Today is legs and abs. So when I'm doing the live later, I might be limping around all over the place. But wherever you are in the world, thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, do me a favor, click that button, click subscribe. Let me know who you think wins in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about everything what I said. See you tonight. UFC 314 is going down. I can't wait. I'm going to be at home for this one, sitting there with my family. They're all going to be on the live. We're going to have some food. It's going to be a good time, so make sure you come and join us. You guys take care. I'm off to the gym.